Halo semuanya, balik lagi bersama gua Isnandar Zaini Ridwan. Hari ini kita akan lanjut pertandingan antara Spanyol menghadapi Italia, guys. Ini big match. Ini dijamin bakal seru banget, guys. Tapi sebelumnya, ya tadi nih, kita main game. Mumpung belum mulai nih. Main apa ya? Ya,
Welcome to Bejeweled 2.
pair system.
Go.
Kita main visual ya, guys.
Excellent.
Excellent. siapapun nobar Bang Isa. Bentar lagi bro, ini kita nobar ini. Spanyol lawan Italia bro. Main ini dulu ya bro. Di DC udah kagak bisa nobar kah, Bah? Belum. Jadi ini live reaction, bro. Oke. Nah, oke, guys. Karena pertandingan sudah mulai, kita ini dulu. Kita mulai pertandingannya. Eh, SP. Nah, ini dia guys. Jadi kalian bisa lihat nih skornya ada di sini.
Seorang
Oke.
sepak bola Jerman yang dulunya menjadi seorang wasit dan pernah menjadi sekretaris jenderal UEFA pada 22 September 1989.
Welcome to my.
Wasit dengan formasi dan pemain yang diturunkan tidak jauh berbeda. Bagaimana Anda melihat pertandingan babak pertama akan berlangsung?
Ya, yang pasti akan menjadi duel yang sangat menarik, duel yang sangat seru antara Spanyol menghadapi Italia.
Happy watching,
Dua tim yang sudah
guys.
sama-sama mengantongi kemenangan di laga pertama.
Iya. Dan langsung saja kita bersama-sama menuju arena of soccer Girls Kitchen untuk menyaksikan babak pertama persaingan dari grup B
Bismillah aja
leg
coba.
kedua. Spanyol menghadapi Italia.
Holders Italy who get us underway with Niccolò Barella in Italy all in white tonight. This in so many ways the matchup of the group stages here.
Absolutely, you know, you've got both teams are pass the ball very, very well. They've got superstars within it, young ones. They're both in a sort of transition where they're trying to bring young talent through. So it should be a pleasure to watch.
Pressure there being put on Mark Cucurella. Luis de la Fuente, the head coach of Spain. took over from Luis
Live-nya di
Enrique.
DC atau di mana nih? Terserah, bro.
Successful so far.
Bisa di
It's been
DC
a winning
atau di
blend.
sini
They won 11
bisa.
of their last 13 matches before today.
Yeah, it's worked. I mean, he was a player for a lot of years. He coached youth teams, and he seems to have brought that sort of togetherness in, and just a little bit different. They're a little bit different, Spain, and I think that's what's been needed over recent years.
Yeah, Spain qualifying as group winners ahead of Scotland. They did lose a match to Scotland though in the qualification process. Here's Rodri, first touch for him. Little layoff collected by Fabian Ruiz and Cucurella. Cucurella, who is keeping his place at left back, and the header just tipped over the top of the crossbar. Pedri.
Oh, Pedri.
And Italy, who conceded after 23 seconds in the first match,
Oh ya,
almost
kita ini
conceding
dulu.
inside a minute and a half here.
Yeah, I should have scored. Pedri. There's a great ball in by Williams, and he actually is a free header. He's quite a small player, Pedri, but that's a free header. You know, you've got to put it somewhere where Donnarumma isn't.
Well, almost a perfect start there for Spain. It was, Lamal Williams sends it in. A header away from Bastoni. Little flick from Chiesa, looking for Barella. And out comes Donnarumma to gather.
One thing where Spain are different is those two young, exciting women. You've got Williams one side and you've got Yamal the other. So they can be direct if you want them to be. They can hold the ball.
Ini dia,
You
guys.
see, there's more crosses for Spain. We saw that already in this game.
Little flick there by Barella. Dani Carvajal going down and getting himself a free kick. It's Carvajal, who scored the opening goal in the Champions League final in London recently. Here's Fabian Ruiz, who was one of their goal scorers against Croatia in the first match. Rodri. Not many, if any, better than he in that position, Rodri.
Link bang, ini di websitenya Vision Plus.
Brilliant play by Nico Williams.
Wow.
Lightning quick. He was past Bastoni
Selamat menyaksikan, guys.
in an instant.
Tell you what, he's a problem. Williams, the start of this game for Italy.
And Yamal sending it in towards Pedri, who's unable to retain possession. But Spain have it back. No, they've made a very positive start, haven't they, Spain? All the possession is theirs.
Yeah, they push players forward just because when they lose it, they just press, they counter press, and so they don't allow, they suffocate teams and they don't allow them out, and Italy just cannot get out.
There's space here for Rodri, sending it forward, and Alvaro Morata. Carvajal, and now the 16-year-old Lamine Yamal, met by Calafiori. No chance for Barella to send it on its way up towards Scamacca, who gets the free kick. The challenge by Aymeric Laporte. That'll be a good battle between Laporte and Scamacca tonight.
Yeah, I think that Spain will be happy. Laporte's coming in a little bit taller, as that balance. He's a left footer, so he has to go up against Scamacca, but Williams has caused problems already down that left-hand side, and a couple of times got a good ball into the box. Spain not made the most of it.
He's yet to get up to full speed, really, at international level. Scamacca, just the one goal for the Azzurri in his career. It's his 18th cap tonight, but he did score 19 for Atalanta during the season just past. Here's Barella. Bastoni, who headed them level against Albania. Calafiori. What a rise it's been for him, the Bologna player, Italy's number 5, only made his debut earlier this month. Rolled forward by Di Lorenzo. Here's Chiesa. Cucurella was there. Back with Rodri. It's all going to go through Rodri tonight. Ruiz. Now Dani Carvajal. Covered by Di Marco, and comfortably back with Donnarumma, who was the UEFA Player of the Tournament at the last Euro, Italy's goalkeeper. What a presence he is between the sticks for them.
Absolutely is. I'll tell you what, left back is going to be interesting for both these two teams. And DiMarco likes to get forward at the moment. He's sort of staying put. He needs to keep his eye on Yamal.
He's been going the other way so far, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Di Marco, it's the defensive side of his game that looks like it's going to be tested tonight. Good play by Pedri and Lamine Yamal. And the referee blows up. There will be a free kick.
And DeMarco's just stayed put, just kept the back four intact. Pellegrini went down as if he was hurt, but
Like a painful rap on the ankles for him. Luciano Spalletti, who led Napoli to their first Scudetto since 1990 last year, took time out, came back into the game rather quicker than he was anticipating when the Italian job became available. Pellegrini looks rather uncomfortable down there. He's going to require some treatment.
Yeah, he does. And he's an important player as well.
Yeah,
It's a
bro.
chance for Pedri, but they haven't really got into any sort of passing rhythm. And this is what Spain do. They camp themselves right in the final third, just leaving the two centre-backs back, and you just cannot get out. So that's caused a problem for Italy. And I was talking about the left-backs, and perhaps Cucurella as well will be under pressure, because we know what Chiesa, he got the player of the match in the first game for Italy, so he will be a problem. So the two left backs, what they do, how far forward, how much risk they take will be important in this game.
Well, Pellegrini missed the last Euro actually with a thigh injury, and he missed 7 of the 8 qualifiers with various issues. So let's hope that there's not another problem here for him.
Yeah, we saw in the Albania game that Pellegrini just moved inside and was like a floating 10 with Fratesi, and allowed DiMarco to get forward. I only think DiMarco will get forward if the space is there and if they've got some composed possession, Italy.
Brian Cristante is already warming up for Italy, should he be required. Pellegrini's going to be okay to continue. Played up towards Scamacca, headed away initially by Rodri. Jorginho away to Fratesi. Well, initially that was really good play from Fratesi, but brought to an abrupt halt.
Italy are doing this on purpose now, because Spain have got into the flow really early in this game. Italy just need to just wrestle it back, and wrestling it back is just by making it a little bit bitty, getting free kicks and trying to just connect a few passes.
Yeah. Giovanni Di Lorenzo quick with the free kick. Here's Calafiori. Di Lorenzo. Fratesi not quite coming off, and again the close attentions of the left-hand side of the Spanish defence were a little too keen for the liking of referee Vrancic, and it's another free kick conceded by Laporte, not the first in the opening 10 minutes by him.
Yeah, he's intense, this Fratesi. He's a live wire, so he gets on the ball and he's dynamic. He's just trying to make something, a little bit of a flick on there that was looking really to get a free kick.
Little flick on this.
Yeah.
Now here's Scamacca for Italy, trying to bring Fratesi into the play, and Rodri was there waiting for it. And he gets a soft free kick for the challenge from Federico Chiesa.
It's such a key battle between these two teams. Scamacca, I mean, he isn't scoring the goals, but I'll tell you what, he did well against Albania, held the ball up, linked in with Fratesi in particular very well, and that's what Spalletti, as long as he's got forward runners, Spalletti, that he's happy with Scamacca doing that. Yes, he'd want more goals, but linking up is so key in that 9 role.
He's very good at sneaking up into interesting positions, Fratesi, but Italy now very much backtracking as Pedri sends it away towards the far side. Morata in, great chance, and Williams can't send it in.
Tell you what, Williams has been front and centre. Morata started that, held it up well, but that is a ball that's just inviting someone to put it in the back of the net, and he's not really as confident with his head. I don't know whether he thought he was going to get some contact from goalkeeper or defender, but that they should have been 2-0 up, Spain.
Yeah, they've had 2 great opportunities from headers here in 10 minutes. Early warning signs for Italy, and Federico Di Marco now has the chance to venture forward. He'll be much happier about that. Away to the far side, cut out by Marc Cucurella, the Chelsea player. Here's Fabian Ruiz.
Fabian Ruiz.
Now it's with Williams, looking to get away from Di Lorenzo, which he's done.
That's what he does well as well. If he doesn't see the cross, Williams, he just keeps possession. That's so important for this Spain team. Yamal does it the other side as well. If you can't get the cross in, keep it and keep the ball ticking over.
And with Laporte across to Le Normand. Danny Carvajal.
Carvajal. Ay!
Free kick
Pelanggaran.
conceded by
Free
Scamacca,
kick.
which has left Aymeric Laporte on the ground.
We've probably had 5 or 6 of those sort of, not really that much in it, but the player goes down, the referee has to give it. That's the cross from Morata, who did incredibly well in the build-up. And again, Morata role is not always stretching. He drops into the false 9. He gets himself out wide, puts the ball into the box, and they should be kicking themselves, Spain, that they're not at least 1-0 up.
Yeah, they've been in terrific form. Spain scored 13 goals in the last 3 matches, all of which they played this month. Unbeaten so far in 2024, De La Fuente's side. 4 wins and a draw before tonight. Morata testing with Bastoni, withstanding the challenges on him, and Rodri works it well away from the traffic into space. Williams with the chance to run at Di Lorenzo. Ruiz inside the box, Pedri in the middle, and Lamine Yamal will chase it. This is Pellegrini. Di Marco charging forward, but Barella in possession. Di Marco on the overlap now. Here he goes. Scamacca waits in the middle. It's not a good one though, and Barella is lucky to find it back at his feet. Calafiori.
Better from Italy. The defenders are just leaving a big gap. When they get up the pitch, Italy, the defenders are staying on the halfway line, and there's a massive gap between the defenders and the midfield that want to support the attack because they're frightened to death of Yamal and Williams' pace.
Swept forward by Jorginho. Here's Scamacca. Big challenge made by Laporte. Flag up anyway.
The high line by Spain worked that time.
First time Rodri's actually been at a major tournament where he can play in his natural role that he plays for his club side, isn't it? Because Sergio Busquets, of course, had that role for such a long time. And remember at the last World Cup, Rodri was playing in central defence.
Yeah, I mean, he is elite in terms of controlling the game. If there was one probably a little bit of a weakness, it's protecting, and both teams suffer when they lose possession.
Di Lorenzo getting in quickly and staying down, and Spain staying on the attack. Morata trying to get the shot away. Calafiori with the block. Referee's going to stop the game to check on the injured player, Giovanni Di Lorenzo.
It's actually quite clever by Italy here. Yeah, he probably felt it, Di Marco, but if it was going towards the opposition's goal, he'd probably stay up, and this is all about disrupting Spain.
Iya. Donnarumma.
They recognise that the momentum's not with them and they're just trying to move it back in their direction.
Kartu kuning. Kartu kuning Donnarumma.
The captain of Italy, receives a yellow card.
That was from complaining, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Spalletti, just a little bit to think about. It's a problem dealing with the Spain wingers who are always high and wide and wanting the ball in behind.
Spalletti saying ahead of the match he wanted his team to try and take the advantage if they can. He said, I'm sure that if we leave the ball to them, it will end badly for us. So that was the quote.
If you look now, Italy are actually playing inside Spain's shape just to try and stop those. They'd rather Spain have it out wide than inside.
Di Lorenzo. It's Chiesa deep. Look at the space there for Barella. Can he keep the play forward? Yes, he can. Picking out Fratesi. Scamacca in the middle, Pellegrini up there as well. Di Marco on the near side. Calafiori. Spain rapidly back into their defensive shape, and it was an easy gather for Rodri and Morata, challenged by Bastoni.
Okay.
Spain 3 times European champions. Of course, they won it in back-to-back Euro tournaments, 2008 and 2012, the only side to win successive European championships. Rodri. Carvajal, he's got Lamine Yamal on the near side. It's back with Rodri as they look to take the game to the holders, Italy. Here's Laporte. He's the only player in the Spanish squad who plays outside of Europe. He's with Al Nassr in the Saudi Pro League. Here's the 16-year-old wonder boy, Lamine Yamal, the number 19 for Spain. Rodri in possession.
Other than the forward players, the most exciting part of this game is that both of them are a little bit dodgy when they lose possession high up the pitch. There's a big gap between the units, and it's about the opposition having to exploit that. It's not happened yet, but the gaps are certainly there.
Oh, that was silky, wasn't it, from Lamine Yamal? Intake of breath and admiration from the crowd there.
And from Di Marco as well.
Calafiori penalised.
Oi.
Forceful in winning the ball off Alvaro Morata. Spain quick to get on with it. Rodri. Nico Williams wanting it on the far side. Cucurella nearby. Morata taking his place in the middle.
So Williams and Yamal are wide, and it just allows the 2-8s, Ruiz and Pedri, to make those runs forward. A couple of times I've seen the run, but they've not been found.
Here's Pedri. Good to see him back playing again after all his injury issues. And here he is once more. Yamal on the near side. Carvajal. Now with Fabian Ruiz. Sending it forward. Calafiori can't quite find Barella. Italy struggling to really get their foot on the ball. Pedri with support from Ruiz and Rodri. Cucurella will work it away to Williams. 3 red shirts inside the penalty area. Williams is quick and skillful and almost in, but Cucurella sends it in.
Jorginho did brilliantly there.
He did. He really had to stretch to get to that one. Chiesa keeps it in. Cucurella's there. Italy will have a throw.
Yeah, that's twice that Williams has done that little chop inside, gone past Di Lorenzo, but Jorginho just makes sure that he's the one that just stops the ball into the box.
What a handful he is, Nico Williams. Italy's throw, 20 minutes in.
You can see the difference, though, can't you, Simon, in terms of the way that Italy are building, not building with a 3, always allowing Di Marco forward, and just keeping that back 4 intact as much as possible.
Pellegrini finding Federico Di Marco. Italy's turn to
Oh.
break. And in the end, Fabian Ruiz with plenty of time to guide the ball away from trouble, find Rodri, and set Spain potentially on their way. Just opened up for a minute there for Italy.
DiMarco's decision making on when to go and when to stay is so important, and that was the right time to go and try the delivery into the box. Enough bodies in though.
Yeah, DiMarco's really shone for his club side into the last couple of years. Really since Ivan Perisic moved on, the Croatian international, away off the boot of Calafiori, won by Lenormand ahead of Barella. This is Pellegrini and Bastoni.
I do like the two centre-backs, Italy. It shouldn't work, two left-footed centre-backs, but somehow, so far, it does.
Scamacca's touch towards Fratesi. And the other thing, of course, Bastoni is playing on the right of the two, when actually when he plays for Inter, he and DiMarco have got a really good understanding on the left-hand side of Inter's defence.
Yeah, I mean,
when he plays as a part of a three,
yeah,
Bastoni.
I think it's because Calafiori is the younger player coming into the side. You've got to make him feel comfortable, and he does, because he's going forward. Not as much so far in this game, but certainly in the first game, he gets himself forward, but he's keeping his eye on Pedri, keeps stepping in.
There's Morata making the challenge, and Jorginho's there. His role's going to be really important tonight. We've seen that already. Italy with such a good record as well in the Euro finals over the years, of course, because they are the defending champions. But
Yeah.
it's a 10-game unbeaten run at the finals for them. Wasn't just 3 years ago when they went on to win the trophy that they played well in recent years at the Euro. And that 10-match winning run started in 2016 against Spain when they beat them by 2-0. We're a quarter of the way through the game.
They weathered the initial storm, a couple of storms at the start of the first half for Italy, and just kept Spain out.
Spain with two really good chances in the opening 10 minutes, two headers, the first from Pedri, the second Nico Williams.
Well, Italy are doubling up on the two wide players, so Cucurella has got to get himself forward, and Carvajal as well.
This is Laporte. Cucurella. Into Yamal. Away from DiMarco. It's brilliant play from Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal.
With Morata. And the angle was getting more and more acute with every passing stride, and he couldn't get past Donnarumma this time. Italy looked to try and break. Scamacca challenged by Cucurella, and suddenly it's livened up.
Yeah, that was terrific from Yamal. His balance is absolutely incredible. And he's smaller than quite a lot, and his lower centre of gravity, but what a run that is. And Morata again gets himself in the right place at the right time.
Danny Carvajal. And here is Lamine Yamal once more, and Rodri has it. Back with the youngster, the teenager. Italy at full stretch to deal with those red shirts when they're up in and around their penalty area. Barella. Again, Italy struggling to keep hold of the ball. Fabian Ruiz senses a chance to go for goal.
Shoot!
Cracking shot.
Great save as well. Donnarumma asking the question in the nicest possible way, opened up there. And we've seen that a lot in this tournament, haven't we? Players seeing space in front of them, letting fly. Really well, Donnarumma.
Super save.
Super save.
Have a round of applause when that was shown on the big screen.
One of the best goalkeepers in the world on top of his game there, making a save like that. Delicate touch from Barella, sending it forward. Here's Federico Chiesa, and Pellegrini making strides ahead of him. It's Lorenzo Pellegrini, and he can't get away from Cucurella. Just holds them up enough to allow his teammates to get back. Barella now for Italy.
Much better from Italy, because they got the first pass right. They got themselves out. And they got themselves up the pitch in 2 or 3 passes, but this is his run, and he just skips past. And these are quality defenders. He did well in the end, Calafiori, but it just ran onto Morata. He's in good form. It's a great foil for the quick players, the 8s that go beyond him, Morata.
Rodri on the roam. Cucurella on the far side. Bit of room here for Robin Lenormand, who won his first cap against Italy around this time last year in the Nations League finals. Rodri, anything loose, he picks it up.
I think Italy are coping quite well with the defending when they've not got the ball. They're quite comfortable not having the ball. Italy, you know, they know when to press, they know when to be aggressive, and at the moment it's long distance shots after those initial couple of challenges, couple of efforts that Spain had.
These two teams, just 2 defeats in 25 matches between the pair of them. Italy venture forward again. Last time they've lost just 1 match since they were beaten by Spain last summer in the Nations League. They lost to England in the qualifiers at Wembley in October. Nico Williams now testing Di Lorenzo, who's got Fratesi as backup. He'll need him as well. Awkward one. Calafiori and Donnarumma both going for it. That was Ruiz trying to keep the attack alive for Spain. Pedri. Yamal. Ruiz, it's beautifully worked. Dani Carvajal, it's Rodri, big block there by Bastoni for Italy, and it needed to be as well. It was a lovely flowing passing move from Spain. Di Marco. Free kick.
It's great vision from Ruiz to play this pass. He can see the overlap. And how many times have we seen that happen in football? The cut back to Rodri, but it's again really good defending. The players in the right place, prepared to put bodies on the line. Good defending Italy, but they just gradually just turning the screw. Spain.
Easily cut out by Laporte.
That's the thing that's letting Italy down at the moment. Those passes when they win possession, they've got to keep a hold of the ball, got to protect it, because they're just defending and having to work really hard out of possession.
Laporte. Cucurella. Italy spending much of the time deep inside their own half of the field at the moment. Free kick for the challenge on Alessandro Bastoni. Not a great deal in that, I think it's fair to say.
There's been at least 3 or 4 of those. I think Rodri, I would include in that as well. Soft free kicks, getting the body in between the player and the ball and just relieving pressure. But both Pellegrini and Chiesa are just tracking back. They're working so hard, but you know, most of their work needs to be done at the other end of the pitch, but they have to do this to try and foil what Spain are doing.
These two have got very recent Euro history, of course, having met in the semi-final of the last tournament, 1-1 after extra time, went all the way to penalty kicks. Italy emerging victorious. But Spain on the attack here. Nico Williams. Ruiz. Here's Morata. Pedri waits in the middle. Challenged by Di Lorenzo. Done well under pressure. But Italy with
Yeah, he did well there, Di Lorenzo. That was less soft. Just making sure that Morata didn't get a hold of the ball. But this is all very well. They're doing that bit well, Italy, but they're not relieving pressure on the defence by keeping the ball. It's not sticking once it goes forward, and that will be a problem in the long term.
Lovely flick from Pellegrini, almost finding Barella. Sturdy challenge from Robin Lenormand, which has left the Italian midfielder rather winded and in a heap on the floor. The referee wisely coming to check that he was okay. It was quite a hefty collision.
Yeah, both players going for it. Nice little flick in the first place from Pellegrini, but I don't think he was ever going to get there first, Barella, so he just stood.
Why?
Absolutely taken out, and that has got to hurt. Doesn't
Why?
really have any control over it. His arms just underneath him, falling on his ribs. He's probably winded.
Challenge made by Lenormand. Well, they'll be hoping to take that home with them again after the tournament. The Italian fans, but the Spanish crowd have enjoyed so much success in the last 20 years as well. There's the shot from Fabian Ruiz. It was a rocket.
Yeah, and he could have his own highlights reel already, Donnarumma, in this game. And he didn't play particularly well, PSG, in the Champions League, toward the end of the Champions League, but he has had a really good season, and you can see that continued it into the Euro.
Amazing to think he's what, 63 caps now, and he's still only 25.
Yeah, he will just be going on forever and ever.
Bastoni trying to craft something here. Fratesi and Cucurella on the ground. It's be a free kick.
It's the right idea, that those sort of bursts forward, but that's putting the ball at risk too much. It's sort of the percentage balls. What's the biggest chance of you keeping the ball in those areas? And Italy, it just keeps coming back to them.
He's worth looking for, isn't he, if you're an
Yes.
Italian player, though, the number 7, Fratesi, because he's very good at running into excellent positions in and around the opposing penalty area.
Certainly Scamacca drops and he creates that space in behind, but that bit of the Italians' game has not quite clicked yet.
Spain enjoying the greater amount of possession so far, but as is so often the case between these two, nothing in it so far in terms of the scoreline.
Yeah, and I think let's talk about similarities between the pair of them. Not have really got an out-and-out goal scorer. Morata is a complete forward. The thing that's missing is loads and loads of goals, but he works really well in this structure. But Scamacca, again, same sort of thing, but no real out-and-out goal scorer out of nothing that would have probably put Spain in front.
Well, a free kick here, referee quick to blow. Let's have a look again. Fratesi taking a whack in the ribs there from Williams.
Yeah, it's quite high, wasn't it? But again, this is all part of the Italians. You've got to stop the rhythm of Spain. Once Spain start tiki-taka passing, and it's a problem to deal with, and Italy recognise that, and just these sort of free kicks sort of help them get themselves into the game.
Jorginho. Again, Cucurella is there. We've got the space here now for Williams. He's got an opportunity to get up to full speed. Di Lorenzo, I was about to say, will need to be on his toes here and quick off the mark, but luckily for him, Williams going the other way. Dani Carvajal.
He makes good decisions, Williams, actually. When to get past his man and put the ball into the box, and when to just recycle.
There's Carvajal. He scored the opening goal in the first group game as well against Croatia. 3 up at half-time. Spain, and that's how it stayed. Rodri. Heading towards the last 10 minutes of the first half. There's a bit of space here for Pedri. Can't find Morata. Fratesi turned into trouble. Williams has it now. Fratesi trying to make up for the error, the block by Di Lorenzo.
Tell you what, Spain's structure, when they're in possession, high up the pitch, is all ready to win the ball back if they lose it, if that makes sense. The structure is so well worked that they can straight away just press as soon as they lose it, and they win it back again high up the pitch.
High and hopeful there from Lenormand. Williams has made the most of it. He's really proving difficult to handle for Di Lorenzo, isn't he?
Great feet. And the problem you've got with marking him, Williams, is that he's just as proficient on both feet putting the ball into the box, so he can go either way basically, and so that to defend against him, it's not like showing him one way or the other, because he'll do both of them.
Barella, the lone figure in the Italian wall. As Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams discuss whether they're going to go for plan A or plan B here with this free kick.
Sit.
It's Fabian Ruiz. And on this occasion, no threat to Gianluigi Donnarumma.
Pelatihnya sama-sama botak,
Doesn't look
cok.
overly impressed.
I sort of get the general idea. He had a lot of room in front of him. We've already seen him draw a good save from Donnarumma, but closed down and didn't quite get that right.
Ricardo Calafiori.
Di Discord gua. Mana
Bastoni
gitu
now.
ada tulisannya.
Di Lorenzo.
Belanda.
Nicely done into Barella.
Ya burung anjing kurang.
Di Marco available near side.
Jauhan.
It's with
Enggak,
Pellegrini. Barella just looking to try and get on the ball a bit more, begin to influence the game. He was a key figure
Tuh kan udah mendingan dia.
in the first match against Albania, but he's given the ball away here. Good feet from Lamine Yamal.
Anjing ngoplek tolol.
They're really going to struggle, Italy, if they can't keep the ball in that middle third or get the ball up the pitch quickly. They're just really loose in possession at the moment.
Here's Williams trying to turn, and Pedri collects. Morata's in a good spot. Nico Williams, excellent defending. Bastoni.
Oh,
It's with Barella, challenged by Cucurella. Free kick Italy. Spain asking big questions there.
Tell you what, they're a pleasure to watch. All I would say is that's got to
Yamal,
trying to
Yamal.
walk it in there, and it just gives Bastoni a chance to nick it. Pedri's so unselfish that he'd rather pass and have a shot when he gets in the area. It's great play by Williams in the first instance. But look, he's right in the box there, Pedri. Can he have a shot? And then all of a sudden you just get surrounded.
Unai Simon hasn't had anything to do so far, has he really, in goal for Spain?
And he has said as well that he's probably going to have surgery on his injury. I think he's got an injured wrist, so he's probably welcome not much action after the tournament, I mean.
Here's Bastoni for Italy. Calafiori. Morata sniffing around just in case there's a slip up that he can pounce on. Giovanni Di Lorenzo, he was the captain for Spalletti at Napoli when the pair of them won the title last year.
Italy's struggling. When it's high up the pitch, Spain press with a man-to-man press, and Italy had struggled all the way through the opening nearly 40 minutes to get themselves out from it.
Federico Chiesa of Juventus challenged, and Williams for Spain. That's Rodri moving ahead of him on the far side. Dani Carvajal is up inside the penalty area on the left-hand side of the box. Here's Yamal keeping Di Marco busy. Now with Dani Carvajal, who cleverly wins the throw.
Yeah, Yamal's done a lot of keeping the ball. He's not really taken DeMarco on yet, apart from that run inside. He's left it up to Williams so far.
Fabian Ruiz tested the fingertips of Donnarumma. past 5 minutes of the first half. We'll have a little bit of added time, I'm sure. We've had some stoppages along the
Selesai
way.
aja deh.
Spain just lacking the finish. That's it. They've been absolutely superb. Great to watch. Creating chances, but it's that finish, and I think that's what's been said about this group of players. They need a scorer.
Terrific little turn away from Jorginho by Pedri. Here's Morata. And Fabian Ruiz.
Push.
It's comfortable for Donnarumma.
Tell you what, he's such a clean striker of the ball, Ruiz. Yeah, we had that wild one just before, but a little bit of a touch, not really affecting Donnarumma, but a real clean striker of the ball.
Fabian Ruiz, of course, is
Ah.
a teammate in Paris. Calafiori, who plays for Bologna, had a terrific season. They'll be in the Champions League next season. A fourth place finish.
Certainly a breakthrough season for him, club and international level. What we've seen from a game and a half.
Spalletti looks like a man who's going to have one or two
Yes.
things he wants to get his teeth into.
Quite loud as well. I think he won't be happy with. I think he'll be happy with the defending. He won't be happy with what his team do once they get the ball. The pitch, losing possession, no real outlet.
Rodri. Here's Lenormand. Calafiori there with a challenge on
Push.
Lenormand, who
Ragaranto.
with Di Marco on the way to the ground.
Enrico Di Marco.
Yeah, he sort of fell onto DeMarco, didn't it? On the back of his legs. And marauding run forward, but Calafiori just did enough to knock him off his stride. He was running at speed and he's a big lad, and that's got to hurt on the side of DeMarco's knee. You certainly see that dynamism in Spain that we sort of have probably lacked in recent years, and that's all about the wingers, the two wingers.
Aymeric Laporte and Cucurella was left in the starting blocks there. Di Lorenzo with the throw then for Italy. Who haven't had an attempt on goal yet, never mind an attempt on target.
Lagi nih
Spain
half
have
time.
had 9 attempts on goal, 4 of which have been on target. Fratesi looking to try and change that. And he's going to be penalised here. And Lenormand, who was the player who was on the grounds about a minute ago, takes another whack.
Yeah, it's just frustration, I think, from Fratesi. And Fratezi's tried to make those runs, but a lot of defending along with Chiesa wide right and Pellegrini wide left.
Too long there from Unai Simon. The only regret for Spain in this first half is that they haven't taken advantage of the play that they've had.
Yeah.
Welcome yang
Opportunities
nonton.
they've had to score.
But Italy are good. They just need to get that last bit right.
Rodri now. Up against Jorginho. Lamine Yamal. Inch perfect. Nico Williams. Almost returning the compliment with an equally good pass. But Italy survive, and maybe the chance to break here as Pellegrini sends it forward. Ruiz momentarily in the way. Chiesa now with a chance to run and put some pressure on the Spanish goal. And Simon still hasn't got his gloves dirty.
So that was a brilliant break. So we're talking about Spain being vulnerable when they lose possession, and all of a sudden Italy gets right on the edge of the area, but they haven't got that. That needs to be better, that final ball.
We're into 2 minutes of added time here at the end of this half. Spain have been as advertised so far.
Brilliant. More unpredictable. Usually they pass for passing's sake, but they've just got a lot more
Nice.
to their game and their attack.
Interception header made by Skamaka. Kukureya goes down just as Chiesa thought that he might have been able to race into the penalty area.
Yeah, wry smile on Kay. Yeah, just a shove in his back, wasn't it? Kukureya is a smaller player, but that is a foul and maybe less physical in the pressure. He might have got that ball.
Taman waktu 2 menit. Rodri kena kartu. Ya, nggak boleh main.
Group stage match. Rodri, I think, doing what Donnarumma did earlier in the half and speaking out of turn, one presumes, to referee Slavko Vincic.
He probably needs a rest, Rodri, but I think that Spain would want to make sure they win this game first before giving him that rest in the final group game.
By the way, the final group game for Spain against Albania in Dusseldorf. Italy facing Croatia in Leipzig at the same time. The 24th, the date for those two games. That'll do it for the first half. It's been tight and it's goalless despite the best efforts of the Spanish attack. Donnarumma tested in the first half, not least by his clubmate Fabian Ruiz, with a rocket of a shot tipped over the top of the crossbar. Spain had two great chances in the opening 10 minutes. Pedri with a free header, Nico Williams as well. They're the team with the attacking intent, causing the vast majority of the problems. Italy struggling to get out of second gear so far, but they're still right in this game. At half-time, Spain 0, the holders Italy 0.
Main game. Guys. Kita main visual lagi.
Welcome to Bejeweled 2.
Jangan deh. Yang mana ya guys? Guardian kamu. Mumpung halftime bro. Nah ini guys. Ya bagus Setio apa? Kita main game sambil ngobrol-ngobrol. Itu game SpongeBob.exe ya? Betul. Ini game nostalgia bro. Ada horornya nggak bang? Nggak ada. Ini game puzzle. Ini lebih susah bro. Hard ini bro. Nah, ini aja lah ya guys. Nah, ini aja lah kita roll. Kalian belum pada tidur nih. Aduh. Lagi pada ngapain nih kalian? Nonton apaan tuh? Hikmah. Nonton Spanyol sama Itali kelas. Nonton itu juga ya bro. Halo, connect. Halo, Connexly CH. Inggris atau Indonesia? Kita ngobrol guys, kita ngobrol-ngobrol dulu. Yuk, ini belum mulai lagi nih. Gila, kita main game lagi ya. Oke, kita udah mulai lagi ya.
Bergerak leluasa karena memang bola lebih banyak berada di area pertahanan yang memaksa para pemain Italia harus hampir seluruhnya turun di area pertahanan.
Ya, berbanding terbalik dengan bagaimana kerjasama yang dilakukan oleh Pedri, Rodri, dan Fabian Ruiz, mereka menguasai jalannya pertandingan dan lini tengah yang begitu sangat superior. Dan pemirsa, langsung saja kita saksikan kali ini babak kedua dari matchday kedua di grup B antara Spanyol menghadapi Italia. Dan dari studio kami mengucapkan selamat menikmati pertandingan.
Yeah. Listen, it's all about goals. You know, and they start this second half off 0-0 on equal footing. Spain have to be better with that final ball.
So, Cambiaso of Juventus on for the second half. And already a yellow card. And it's shown to Brian Cristante, who I don't think has actually touched the ball yet.
No, because I'll tell you what's happened at half-time. Spalletti said, why is nobody getting close to Rodri? Why is he just spraying the ball about? Because that's what he does, Rodri. He controls the possession. But as soon as you put it under pressure, get his head down, then he might have a problem. But he looks like he's in some pain there. I think he was a little bit late. Stood on, the boots are like nowadays. They're quite thin, so he certainly felt that.
Well, fingers crossed that Rodri is okay. He was outstanding in the first half, as ever. The statistics tell us 55 attempted passes, and he made every single one of them. Of course he did.
Absolutely, he's an incredible player to control games. I think from an Italian point of view, Spalletti will say, well,
Babak kedua
any
sudah
good
dimulai,
player at
guys.
international level will be able to pass the ball if you're not putting him under pressure. And what Italy didn't do is the times that they overloaded Spain when Spain didn't have the numbers back, they didn't take advantage of it. They didn't hold it up well. It looks like they're looking at he's opened his knee a little bit there. I think that's what the physios are looking at rather than the stamp on the foot.
Such a key player for Spain, Rodri.
He's played some games this season though, Simon. I think that's the other thing with these modern players who are playing in the Champions League and World Cup, whatever, and the international tournaments. It takes his toll.
Another yellow card then for Brian Cristante to add to the 13 that he collected this season.
That's the quickest one, it's surely.
Side for Roma. Well, it's good to see that Rodri's back on his feet, and let's hope that he's going to be okay and be able to continue properly in the match. How good has he been, by the way, so far? The player about to take his free kick, Lamine Yamal. He and Williams outrageously good on either flank. This one cleared by Scamacca. Williams gets there ahead of Barella, and now it's with Fabian Ruiz. Laporte. Ruiz just keeping it away from Barella. The return from Dani Carvajal, a little too far in front of him. Donnarumma's looking for Scamacca here.
It's not sticking again.
Pedri finds Yamal. Morata waits in the middle. Yamal. Rodri away to Carvajal, and via Di Marco, who really felt the force of that on his head. It's behind for a corner.
Just getting himself in the way, DiMarco, whatever means necessary, but changes are interesting from Spalletti. Cristante is defensively sound, more left than Jorginho. Cambiaso probably more technically secure than Fratesi, and it's all about keeping possession in the better parts of the pitch for Italy.
Second half pressure from Spain. It was Barella who got his head on that one. Now with Cucurella. Pedri. Inch perfect. Just got away from Yamal for a moment. Oh, it was loose. It was poor, and Cambiasso gives it away. That's his first contribution since coming off the bench. Calafiori's header.
He's been brought on as well to keep the ball.
Oh.
The start of the second half following a similar pattern to much of the first so far. Di Lorenzo smartly and swiftly. Rodri seems okay after that bang on the knee or twist to the knee. Combination of the two. Beautiful ball. Pedri away from Calafiori. Stands his ground. DiMarco backing him up. It's still Lamine Yamal, and then it's cleared away. It was Brian Cristante who got there, and that's a tidy turn from Scamacca, who's having a run at Aymeric Laporte. Support arriving from Chiesa.
Better, much better from Italy. Scamacca in particular needed that. He needed a link-up. Just the final ball again. Story of the game for Italy.
The talent in the crowd very much responding to that. Encouraging sign of seeing their team on the front foot. But here comes Spain once more. Pedri. It's only this month that he's actually been fit enough to play for Spain since the last World Cup. He's had so many injuries in the last couple of years. It's with Williams into Cucurella, and Pedri puts it wide.
Actually unlucky there, Pedri, because it was absolutely fizzed at him by Cucurella. Just needed a little bit more of a turnout of the foot, but it was fizzed at him.
Korea.
To get himself into. He struggled, Pedri, with injury, and I think it's a lesson to all about the amount of minutes that get these young players to play when probably quite not physically mature enough.
Oh, Italy living dangerously
Oi.
away from Bastoni. Fabian
Ada yang
Ruiz now
blunder.
for Spain. Bastoni with the block. Williams. Suddenly all hands on deck here for Italy. Aymeric Laporte. Cucurella. Looking for Williams. Ball bounces off Di Lorenzo. Cambiasso.
Terus
Given away again, this time Ruiz collecting. Here's Pedri once more going for goal. That was a finger stinger for Donnarumma.
Yeah, he reacted quickly as it came off his gloves, but again, we've seen that it has to be absolutely super special to beat Donnarumma from that distance.
Confident play there from Calafiori. DiMarco looking for the run of Scamacca.
So they only need to get one of those right, Italy, in terms of getting themselves on goal. They don't need 15 shots on target, they just need to get one right, whilst ever Spain are not putting the ball in the back of Italy's net.
Here comes Cucurella now. Remember, whoever wins this match tonight, if one of them can manage to take all 3 points, they would win the group this evening with a game to spare. Bit of space here for Dani Carvajal. Yamal, lovely exchange, just enough for Barella to momentarily get his foot in there. Williams. Away from Di Lorenzo.
terus.
Oh, it's an own goal.
Oh, gol bunuh diri.
And Ricardo Calafiori, the unfortunate defender who just couldn't get out of the way, all turn it away. Spain's pressure
Lala, gol bunuh diri.
He creates that chance. Fortunately put in the back of the net by Calafiori, but it's all about him and the ball in. Donnarumma's nowhere near, and again it comes so quick. This is when you put the ball into a dangerous area. Great little flick from Morata. The unfortunate Calafiori, but that's about putting the ball in dangerous areas, and anybody could get a touch on it. And it's probably just what they deserve.
Gol bunuh diri dong.
Spain 1, Italy 0. Italy's defence finally breached. And they're going to have to come out and make a game of it now. Unai Simon away for Spain. Calafiori picking out Di Marco. Chiesa took a knock, but Lamine Yamal sends it into Pedri, who's tiptoed his way.
Push.
And it's Donnarumma pouncing on it.
And it could sense blood. Spain, Italy there for the taking. And again, because they don't offer that much threat at the other end, Italy, that pressure built up, and then finally crumble.
Spalletti's team are struggling to keep hold of the ball.
Bentar, guys.
Ruiz now for Spain, who sensed an opportunity to get a little bit of elbow room and a potential cushion of a second goal here. Ruiz away from Cristante.
It's no surprise that it came from Williams on this left-hand side, who's probably been the standout player in an attacking sense for Spain.
Pedri challenged by Barella. This is the run from Pedri into the penalty area.
Great starting position from the goalkeeper, Pedri. He's just got that technique, and again he can just slide past players.
Still haven't had an attempt on target so far, Italy. We've played for 3 minutes short of an hour. They're backpedaling again. Fabian Ruiz, it could open up here for Spain. Pedri picks out Alvaro Morata, who goes for goal. And tests Donnarumma again. In an attacking sense, it's largely one-way traffic.
Yeah, Morata again, just as it opens up. Really not as difficult for Donnarumma as it could have been.
Halo OB33.
Nico Williams preparing to take the corner on the near side for Spain. Slight confusion for a moment. Lamine Yamal was actually wandering out to the far side of the pitch to take it from over there to the referee pointed out to him that it was they were ready to go on the Spanish
Huh?
left, and the header cleared off the line. Cambiasso. Robin Lenormand having his physical presence inside Italy's penalty area there.
Yeah, they're literally properly at full tilt, giving everything, just everything last ditch now for them.
Oh.
And their centre-backs and goalkeeper have probably been their best players, and unfortunate to score an own goal, but that tells you everything about what Spain have done in this game.
Lenormand in possession, he of Real Sociedad. Now with Laporte, two central defenders for Spain, both of them born in France. Lenormand only gained his citizenship last year. It's with Dani Carvajal. Beautifully taken by Pedri. Back with Rodri once more. Forward run made by Carvajal.
It's a nice little blend in that central midfield. Rodri obviously is Rodri, and then you've got Ruiz's dynamics, got a shot on him, and then clever runs from Pedri.
Ruiz. Gets forward here, might not need it.
Oh,
Oh, that'd have been something.
I'll tell you what, he gets over the ball and starts running with it. It's like tackling Fogg. You can't get close to him, and he's got that as well.
I was going to say, how close was it? Very.
Yeah,
was
very.
the answer.
I think probably Donnarumma just covered his post, but that is a great effort from Yamal.
What an incredible talent he is. Once more in possession away from Calafiori. And at times he makes some of these defenders look as if they're running through treacle.
He's just got himself into gear, hasn't he, in his second half. It was mostly Williams in the first half. Probably was a corner, I suspect. Just need to be careful and look
delay.
after these young
Oh
players that-
my God.
I don't think he's going to the Olympics. You know, it's his first full year as a professional. He's still only young.
Italy in trouble at the back. Morata. Desperate defending. It was Bastoni who got it away. Maybe they can break now. Cambiasso. Here's Cristante. Can't find a teammate. Chiesa. It's with Pedri for Spain. Yamal. Nobody else up there with him for once.
Yeah,
Which he was quick enough to realise.
I think the joy of watching this game is it's quite a transitional game.
Oh, sabar guys, kita restream dulu.
Actually
Kita
giving his
restream
back
dulu.